skill, the will, or the time for, you're probably better off in an option like a target date fund or a managed account. Where a professional oversees your account and manages it for you based on your risk tolerance and your age. The fifth tip is when you're changing jobs, don't cash out. You can either leave your money in the plan or you can roll it to an IRA. Either one of those will ensure that your money is growing for you as you head into retirement. Hopefully you found these helpful. And for more information, check out 401k.com.
Okay, so now the 45-year-old definitely must make some choices. To have a comfortable retirement, the 45-year-old needs to increase their annual savings by $6,000 a year or $500 a month. They could alternatively reduce their spending needs from $60,000 a year to $49,100. But looking at that, that's $11,000 a year. That's a lot of money that they're used to spending and using on a regular basis to achieve their expenses. So you can see starting late really does put an impact on your retirement. And the final choice that they could do is defer retirement by 3 years to 68 years old. And the 45-year-old can still achieve a reasonable retirement, but must make some serious lifestyle choices and sacrifices.
Baby step number 5 is college planning. After waiting this long to begin planning for their child's future, it is too late to save for their college. The only help you can is to provide your children at this point with extra money you may have along the way. Trying to save for college will inhibit the other steps and break the course of the plan for retirement stability.
So you think about this, and we say yes, it will break the plan for retirement stability. This is definitely true, and it may not sound like what you want to hear, but it is probably better off at this point to allow your children to take out some loans in college than to completely eliminate your chances of retiring comfortably. It is definitely going to be a strain on them, but you have to think about at the time you're 65, you have to be ready to support yourself and not be getting regular income. So it is essentially you follow these steps so you can succeed in that.
Baby step number 6 is paying off your house. And your house is your largest asset, but also your largest debt. And by paying off your house, you can become financially free. The average mortgage is $165,000 over 30 years and about $863 per month. Over the 30 years, the interest is $135,971. Now, by accelerating your payments by $250 a month, you can cut off 11 years and drop interest paid by $55,000. Now you can own your own house.
Okay, so the last baby step in our plan, which is step 7, is the same as the other 2 years. Just at this point, it's going to be much later before you can really help, and your retirement's not going to necessarily be as comfortable as it would have been as you had started earlier, so you may not have the same freedoms that you would have had earlier. Still, if you can give, it'll definitely be a good impact on yourself, and also you can help make an impact on others. Okay, concluding the 45-year-old. From this plan, it is apparent that the family waited way too long to begin planning for the future. All the goals were not met because there was no money able to be allocated to the college fund, and there were some big sacrifices that had to be made to retire on time, and alternatively, there might not have been enough money to retire. Either saving $6,000 or retiring 3 years later, or spending $11,000 less per year in retirement can still let you achieve the goal of retiring with stability, but it is still going to be very stressful. And as we said earlier, there's not going to be any money saved for either of your children for college. It is very late to begin, but retirement stability can be obtained if really serious discipline is followed and huge sacrifices are made. Okay, so throughout our study over the last 4.5 months, we have learned how important financial planning is for the family's well-being. We see the implications of starting late, and we really see how bad it can be if you wait till 45 years old to save. It puts you in a situation where you have to compromise paying for your kids' college or retiring comfortably at a very reasonable age. And I just have to say that it's really opened my eyes to how much there is a problem in America with people starting on time and retiring comfortably. So for my presentation, I'd just like to a couple of thank yous. My mentor, Mr. Brian Dosneski, for giving me time every week and teaching me about this program. Mr. Blaine Douglas and Mr. Bruce Angel, who are my evaluators and also interviewing with me, and then Ms. Deandra Cosby for being my evaluator today. Also, I'd like to thank my ISM teacher, Dr. Christy Richardson, for putting this program together and giving me this opportunity, and then my parents for giving me the opportunity to seek out these endeavors and pursue what I like to do.
I would like to thank my mentor, Mr. Blaine Douglas, and also Ms. Nisha Modak, Mr. Bruce Angel, and Ms. Deandra Cosby for interviewing with me, and Ms. Deandra Cosby and Mr. Bruce Angel for being my evaluators for this presentation, and also my ISM teacher, Ms. Kathy Thiessen, and also my parents. Thank you for attending our presentation.
Are there any questions that you may have?
There are.
Yes.
What was your biggest takeaway? What did you learn most from this project?
I learned how important it is to begin investing earlier in your life rather than starting or waiting 20 years later.
Awesome.
Has this made you think about financial after college?
Yes, actually I do think that as soon as I get out of college, I'm going to start doing this for myself because I see how important it is to start early. So I hope I can use this plan to be successful financially when I'm ready to begin. Any other questions?
Thank you, Beth.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.